name is Jenny Cash. I am proud to be the Chief Mission Officer of the Parks Alliance of Indianapolis. Our organization is a 501c3 nonprofit that helps connect resources to needs on behalf of Indy Parks and the people that use them. This Dick's Sporting Goods grant and the work here happening at Thatcher Park is a great example of the work that we do on behalf of Indy Parks. As I mentioned, connecting philanthropic and private resources to the needs in our communities to help just make our parks flourish and be great in the city. I know that Amy's already been mentioned once, but I just want to give a big shout out to Amy Anderson with Indy Parks, who helped bring this opportunity to our attention and helped make it possible. So thank you, Amy. Now I would like everybody to please put their hands together and join me in welcoming Susan Myers with Dick's Sporting Goods.
All right, thank you guys so much for the opportunity to be here tonight for this unveiling. Just hearing everybody speak, I'm completely overwhelmed with just happiness and joy that this space is turning into a place that all of these kids behind me can use, as well as more athletes for the future. So I am Susan Myers. I'm the Senior Community Marketing Manager with Dick's Sporting Goods here in Indianapolis. I'm here on behalf of the Dick's Sporting Goods Foundation. And Dick's Sporting Goods, as many of you know, we believe that sports have the power to change lives, just like Brittany mentioned, and just having that access and availability. We also believe that sports are one of the best youth development tools that kids can use and have to succeed both on and off the field. So I'm super excited to be here and be able to provide, the funds through our Sports Matter program that we're used to turn this space into a safe place, a fun place for kids and for the community. Thanks everybody here for all that you do for the youth in our community. We're very excited to award the Sports Matter grant today for $20,000 to Indy Parks and Rec and the Parks Alliance of Indianapolis.
Hi, my name is Isabel Schleibecker. I am the Naptown United U16 head coach. I'm also our Naptown United board vice president and our select program coordinator. So lots of hats, lots going on. Just want to say thank you to Indy Parks for building another field and all the continued collaboration just to get soccer in the parks here in Indianapolis. And also thank you so much to Dick's Sporting Goods Foundation for the $20,000 grant to put together fields like this. If you build the fields, people will come and use them. It really means a lot to us to work with organizations like Indy Parks and Dick's Sporting Goods to have these spaces available. We hope that continues to happen in Indianapolis. It means a lot for our kids who play in the public parks. We're a grassroots organization, so we don't really have the capacity or ability to buy land and put soccer fields there like some of the bigger clubs do. So we're really reliant on public parks to make that happen, and that doesn't happen without fields. So this is really awesome having the kids out today. You could just see how much fun they were having. But yeah, it was a great time. Thank you so much for having us.
It's our mission at Indiana Soccer to provide access to the beautiful game to all of our communities in Indiana. And this is a soccer park, a brand new soccer park that is in a community that has been, I would say, soccer starved over the past years. And I think this will be just a huge boost to the soccer community, not only here on the near west side, but in Indianapolis, in greater Indianapolis. It can be challenging to find public space for soccer fields. So many user groups, so little space, so many logistical challenges. But this spring we're happy to announce not only Thatcher Park here on the west side, but Grassy Creek Park on the far east side as another new soccer park. All thanks to Indy Parks, of course. These parks will provide access to not only public drop in at the park and play, but also for our member clubs and for organized activity as well.
And I have with me our phenomenal Naptown United board president and creator of all things wonderful, Carolina Figueroa. I just wanted to spotlight her. We're so proud and honored to work with her as our leader. So good evening again, everyone, and thank you so very much for being here for this wonderful celebration and ribbon cutting of these gorgeous soccer goals here at Thatcher Park. Again, my name is Brittany Crone. I'm the secretary of our board of Naptown United. So being a small part of the phenomenal initiative that is Naptown United, I must say I wear several other hats in my life, and one of the most important of those may be being a mother to my amazing teenage daughter. My daughter a year ago was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and our lives, as you can imagine, have drastically changed because of that diagnosis, but also phenomenally improved because of her involvement in youth sports. Getting her health back in line has been something that's been incredibly important to us. And so to be able to stand here in front of you as a member and supporter of Naptown United is incredibly important, because of all the roles that I play in my life, one thing continues to stand out, and that is that access to community and access to green space, access to opportunity and activity is key to health. There are many barriers that exist for many children here in our wonderful city to getting that kind of access. Our neighbors and our children deserve to have access to this kind of green space, to this kind of opportunity, and to wellness. And more importantly, almost, is the access to one another. This is something that, as I said before, is too often rare for our communities, and unfortunately it can come at a very high price and with many barriers. So that's where Naptown United comes in. As you've heard a few times already, we're a new soccer club that's striving to lower barriers to soccer and stand firm at the intersections of wellness, quality of life, affordability, and community, inclusive to our underserved neighbors and immigrant communities. Our mission is to build community by creating an inclusive environment rich with community connections and wellness through that beautiful game that is, kids, can you say it with me? Soccer. Can I just have some applause for these amazing kiddos back here being so wonderful? So,
my name is Carolina Figueroa. I am the president of Naptown United here at Thatcher Park. For our press release, we had, the park had a wonderful donation from Dick's Sporting Goods. And due to that, something that has been really hard as an inner city club has been finding spaces to play for our youth. So now that Thatcher Park has become a soccer space, we now have a place where we can host practices, games that we're really excited about, as we've realized that there's a huge need in the inner city for youth to be able to play pickup, organized sports, etc. And we're really glad to be out here. Naptown United was an idea. It was started off during COVID. It was from a group of community leaders, and a group of community leaders started to weekly have meetings, Zoom meetings at that time, just dreaming about what if we had an inner city club? What if we had a club that didn't just serve the suburbs and didn't cost an arm and a leg to be able to make sure that our kids and of every community can participate? What if we got rid of the barriers of transportation, of finances, and also the cultural barriers, and made sure that we are able to even reach out to communities in different languages and include all these kids, especially our newcomer immigrant communities that come and they're hungry for soccer, and build that type of environment for Indianapolis and underserved communities. So we dreamed about this when we had the time to sit behind a screen during COVID. We talked about it, we structured it, we had a lot of growing pains to begin with, right? Unlike most of us are very community-led. Not a ton of us had a lot of experience in the soccer world. So connecting the community aspect to the soccer aspect was a growing pain for us. Now, a year into our ribbon cutting, we are learning very well, what the barriers are, which space has been a barrier for us, but we also are learning, what the space looks like in Indiana soccer world, right? When it comes to rec, when it comes to select, travel,
you know, what do we have to do to make sure that our kids stay engaged? So what we realized this past year is our kids in the inner city, there's a lot of talent out there. But those barriers for transportation, those barriers for cost still exist if we want to go into that travel space. But we want to be able to find that space for them because they deserve to compete. They want to compete. So that's something that is also something that we want to try to overcome soon. And I'm excited to be able to talk to Indiana Soccer about it. So Indiana Soccer has been a rock to lean on, especially with Justin always being that voice for us, on helping us understand this is the way to connect to Indiana Parks. This is the way to connect to Indiana Soccer. Indiana Soccer has put us under their umbrella. They've sanctioned our club, and we're super excited to be a part of Indiana Soccer. And something that we really are excited about is the growth and the attention that Naptown United is getting, right? So we're serving over 1,000 kids, but what we're really excited about are these 4 select teams that are competing more than likely on a travel level. So now, like, my biggest ask is, like, how can we bring that travel world closer to the city? What can we do to work together to be able to, like, bridge or break those barriers of transportation, and make it more affordable for these families as well.
We wouldn't be here without Indiana Soccer. They've been so supportive this entire time. Working with people like Justin Bate has really made a huge difference in just helping us break into the complex system that is youth soccer in Indiana. It's good to know that there's an organization behind us that helps facilitate these opportunities, that really cares about the kids and really helps, us grow and see our mission and make sure that we have the opportunity to be a player in the game as well.
My name is Ryan, and I play for Naptown United, and we're here today to celebrate the donation of Dick's Sporting Goods. I feel happy that they did it because now there's more open spaces for people to play soccer. More kids could play soccer.
So I like soccer because it just gives us a chance to express ourselves using body language on the field, and we also get to kick stuff.
Assalamu alaikum, Zamanum Ahmad Siarde. I like soccer, and my favorite player is Ronaldo. And I don't know him.
What up, Pele?
What he means to say, he just likes the energy and he's able to express himself. Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, we have a very diverse group of kids, really from all walks of life, all backgrounds, all incomes, all language abilities. We've got, kids who are recently resettled, refugees. We have kids who are from immigrant families. We have kids who are in some of the higher tax brackets who play here. So it's great to see all of those kids come together. Like some of those language barriers are almost immediately overcome once you give a kid a ball and they just start joking around on a field. It's a universal language to play soccer. So it's just really cool to see all those kids out there. And I think it's really reflective of the city of Indianapolis. We're a diverse community, we've got diverse teams out here. There are kids who don't have that same opportunity to play soccer in the suburbs. So having this here downtown, near East Side, near West Side, Far East Side, it really makes a difference to these communities to have that opportunity. So we're so happy to have these kids out here, and give them that opportunity just like everyone else.
1, 2, 3, thank you.